Tuesday, we had lots of sunshine, just a little bit of filtered sunshine through to some thin high-level clouds moving in, but those clouds got a little bit thicker in the later afternoon and into the early evening hours. But we were still able to make it into the upper 60s, lower 70s for highs. Starting to cool off a little bit right now. Temperatures are in the 50s, and by tomorrow morning, we are going to be chillier, but not much colder than where we are right now. In our temperature map, we can see that those temperatures will be in the lower 50s. There's a chance that a couple of spots will be in the upper 40s, but overall not too bad considering the time of year. But cloud cover is streaming into the region, and more of that will be with us as we head into the overnight and into the day tomorrow. But we will still be able to warm up pretty nicely because at the surface we'll have a pretty strong wind out of the south. So before lunchtime we'll already be in the 60s, and our highs will top out in the lower to middle 70s for most of us toward the coast. Inland we have a chance for a few spots to get closer to 80 degrees. We will still be on the mild side tomorrow evening in the upper 60s by 7 o'clock. So definitely not a bad day on the way. It is just going to be a pretty breezy one setting up for us. And it is going to be even warmer for Thursday, Friday, and into Saturday with high temperatures back into the lower 80s. So we might be challenging some record highs across our area going into the later part of the week, but that will be ahead of a system that will bring us a chance for some showers over the weekend. Even a few thunderstorms are possible, but by the time we get to Sunday, cooler and breezier conditions will be setting up as that system begins to exit. And then by Monday and Tuesday, it is going to be a lot chillier and low temperatures. Both mornings are possibly going to be pretty close to freezing, if not below freezing, especially for some of our inland communities. For now, high pressure off of the coast. That's definitely driving in that warmer and more humid air into the southeast. So that'll set us up for those pretty nice afternoons over the next few days. There's a weak boundary through the midsection of the country, but what we are watching for this weekend is developing out west. There's a lot of heavy snow across the Sierra Nevadas and into Nevada itself. But behind that system, there is some cooler air, which will help us get a little bit colder for early on next week. But that system will pick up more moisture once it does cross the Rocky Mountains and bring us those rain chances for this weekend. So scattered rain is becoming a little bit more likely. Some of that rain may be heavy at times, but our main concern will be some breezy conditions setting up for us, especially for Sunday. Rainfall totals are not going to be impressive at all at this point, looking to be about a quarter to a half an inch as the system swings through the region. So as far as our temperatures, those lows definitely getting a little bit milder, but then colder going into the early part of next week. Those low temperatures back down into the 30s. For tonight, 51 degrees for low temperature, partly cloudy. There's a chance for a little bit of patchy fog developing. But then for tomorrow, mix of clouds and sunshine, definitely warm and breezy for us. Winds gusting up to around 20 miles per hour possible for us at times during those afternoon hours, and it gets even warmer for our Thursday. Highs will be in the lower 80s. Same thing for Friday. Saturday, that's when the rain chances start to move in, and then as that system begins to exit, that's when the cooler air filters in back down in the 60s for Sunday, so about where we should be for this time of the year. And then Monday and Tuesday, lows in the 30s, highs just getting into the middle and perhaps upper 50s, but it will get warmer next week.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. Sports is coming up next.